Welcome to my channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Maritime work is dangerous work, and people employed on ships, in port, and on offshore oil rigs and platforms face a number of potential accidents, injuries, and illnesses. While workers may fear things like falling overboard, loss of limbs from equipment accidents, or vessel sinking and capsizing accidents, many more will fall victim to hearing loss. Some of the jobs that maritime workers do involve loud sounds, and hearing loss over years of doing this kind of job is very real possibility. While some may experience only minor loss of hearing, other workers may almost completely lose the ability to hear. Either way, to lose and be devastating and have a huge impact on person future. If you have experienced any hearing loss because of your maritime work, you may be able to get compensation and thanks to maritime law. And then what causes hearing loss? Aging related hearing loss is not uncommon. As much as 25% of the population will eventually lose some hearing ability as they age. Aging is not the only cause of hearing loss though. Being exposed to loud sound over a long period of time can cause it as well it as can blows to the head. Chronic noises exposure is common in many maritime jobs, and accidents that cause head trauma are possible as well. Hearing loss caused by noise exposure or head trauma is called sensorineural, a type of hearing loss related to problem in the inner ear. Noise over time can cause damage to the nerve cells and small hairs in the inner ear that send sound signal to the brain. You might realize you have hearing loss of this type of you constantly need to ask people to repeat what they say. If you turn up the volume on the radio or TV more than you used to, and if you start to avoid social situation because you have a hard time following conversation, and that's a hearing loss. Treatment for hearing loss. Unfortunately, the type of hearing loss that you are likely to experience from years on the job in your maritime position is not reversible. The kind of damage that is caused in the nerves and hairs of the inner ear cannot be corrected easily or completely. There are treatments that can help though, so not all hope is lost. Corticosteroid medications can reduce swelling in the inner ear that may improve hearing, and hearing aids can be used to amplify sound so you can hear better. And then noise in the maritime industry. When most people think about the danger and risk of maritime work, they think of things like a ship sinking out at sea, accident with fishing equipment, crane accident in port, or falls into cargo holds. These are the sensational types of danger that are terrible when they are occur, but they overshadow other risks that are not as newsworthy. Noise is a major health hazard because it causes hearing losses, and various types of maritime workers are exposed to loud sounds and noise from various sources. These include large diesel engines, turbines, cargo cranes, fishing equipment, and processing equipment, and others. And then maritime work and protecting your ears. There are workplace safety limits on how much noise workers and passengers on a ship can be exposed to. The limits are set by the International Maritime Organization or IMO. The acceptable maximum levels are lower than on land to account for the special nature of maritime environments. For example, a workshop on land should be no louder than 70 decibels, but 85 decibels are considered acceptable on a vessel onshore. Sleeping areas should be 45 decibels or less, while on a ship they can be as high as 60 decibels. The IMO has also set mandatory requirements for how ships should be constructed in order to reduce noise on board, in addition to preventing too much noise in the first place. Maritime workers should be provided with the right safety gear to protect their ears and the training necessary to understand how and when to use that equipment. And then what to do if you lose a hearing. Because of your maritime job, hearing loss is one of those types of workplace injuries that are not usually immediately obvious. There are maritime laws that allow workers like you to seek compensation for injuries that you know were caused by your workplace. They have statuses. They have statutes of limitation that require you report an accident or injuries within a certain of period of time. There are exceptions for things like hearing loss. These limitations are typically extended for an injury like hearing loss, whose origins only become obvious years after initial exposure or period of exposure. For instance, if you work aboard a vessel and qualify as a seaman, exposure to engine noise over the years may have caused you to become hard of hearing as you approach retirement. If you were not diagnosed earlier with hearing loss or found to have a hearing loss caused by your work, you are not considered to have passed the statute of limitation. As long as you act on a diagnosis as soon as you get it, you can file a claim within the limitation and have a good chance of getting compensation. If you suspect you have a hearing loss because of noise exposure on the job, the first thing you should do is see your doctor and get medical records that prove it was most likely caused by years of exposure at work. And then this record will be important in proving that your injury was caused by your workplace. The next step you should take is to contact a maritime lawyer, and this professional understands maritime law can help you figure out which of the many laws applies to you. Your lawyer will also help you file a claim and can even represent you in front of your employer. Your employer's insurer in arbitration hearings and in court if it comes to that. Losing hearing is a serious medical condition and it impacts your well being. Getting compensation may mean being able to afford better treatments and not needing to simply accept living out your life without being able to hear. I think that's all the information that I can say to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you need information about maritime law or any kinds of information related to maritime topic, you are in the right channel because in this channel we talk about it a lot. And if you guys want us to discuss or talk about topic related to maritime, you can drop your comment in the comment section, and later when we have a chance we will talk about it. And also if you have a question related to this topic, you can just drop your question in the comment section too, and when we have the answer we will answer your question. And also you can also find another video with a different topic too in this channel. And don't forget to share this information to your friends. Maybe your friends need it, and maybe not just your friends, or maybe your family, your loved ones, or anyone that need the information. You can share this information to them. Maybe they need it and it means you already help your friends. And also I hope you like the way we deliver the explanation to you guys, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give like, comment and subscribe. Bye bye, see you in that video.